Hello there. Oh, it's bloody hot. Load up. F1.
Disconnected.
And that is going to take some fixing.
Hey, it's working. New weekly items, you say? Oh, that pose. Fancy gloves. Like it. I like it.
Breathe in. Time to break down, no stress. We're wide awake now. Young blood, erase our mistakes now.
Put the music to the theme music. Okay. Oh, it's loud. Let's turn the volume down. Yeah. Beautiful, right, I think. Beautiful. Okay. I apologise for the sweaty mess you're about to see. Both in my racing style and me. It's bloody hot. Hi, Suni. How you doing? Right, let's just check the pedals are working. What is it? Ah, it's a Jetta. Would help if I screwed the wheel in properly. Ooh. Hey, Demon. How are you? Let's see if this is working. Music is a little loud. I think it's probably everything. Let me turn that down a bit. I've literally just let me know if that's alright, or if it needs to come down a bit more, or if that's made background sound a bit too quiet as well. I've moved everything over to OBS Studio. Finally, should be mean to do for ages, but I did a little test at the weekend to try and help alleviate some of the stress on my CPU in this hot weather. And it seems to have helped a little bit. We'll see how much it helps tonight, because it's still bloody hot, and F1 makes everything in my PC very hot when it runs, let alone when it streams. But yeah, shout if that's still a bit too loud. I can bring the audio down further in OBS, or we can drop it a bit more in the game. To be honest, I could just drop the music audio down a bit more. Hot weather, what's the temp? I think at the moment here, for where I am right now, it's 83% humidity, which is bloody awful, and it's 24 degrees in the evening, which doesn't sound like an awful lot, but it was 27 earlier today, and it's just held the heat. And yeah, it's getting proper sticky. We had about 3 minutes of rain earlier. It was beautiful, but it's just made it really muggy now, which sucks. There we go. Let's bring the music down and let's see if that, along with master volume and a little tweak in OBS, has helped. Hey, Mustard, how you doing? Zoom with the vrooms. That's the plan. but will she? Let's just check the pedals and everything are working alright. Expecting to get 36 for a week. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, I think they've said, this morning they said it was 30% chance. I think it might have gone up a little bit, but the Met Office here in the UK has said that there's a 30% or more chance of it hitting 40 degrees for the first time here in the UK at the weekend on Sunday. Which would be just awful. Which would, yeah. For so many reasons. Not just for the fact that we're ill prepared and equipped for it, but as a sign of things to come. But hey ho, we will struggle through. No bumper cars today. Well, we'll do some online. I was thinking I'll probably do a little time trial and make sure that the pedals and the wheel are working, and then we'll probably do some online lobbies. So I'm sure there'll be plenty of argy-bargy there. We'll see. But 36 for a week where you are. Ugh, blah. Just makes me feel ill thinking about it. Not fun, but let's see. I spent a silly amount of money on a nice cooling fan at the weekend because unfortunately that was the other thing that wasn't helping. I had a nice big kind of like bladed fan blade. What do you call? I don't know. There must be a propeller. No. Well, I guess it's kind of a propeller. I wonder if there's a term for those type of fans. A typical fan stand. Fan on a stand. But it was just pushing the hot air around my room and just not making anything cooler, whereas the one I've bought now, which actually comes from Lionheart's recommendation, because he has one like this, it actually cools the air and then blows it at me, which is nice. We're expecting a nice cool 24 here for the coming week. Oh, God. If only. I think if it was only going to get to 24, that would be alright, but Yay. It's fine. Right. See how we go. Yeah, that was what I knew that. What has that? It didn't say the next lap, although that was an awful start on the pit straight. The map's not showing, the mini-map's not showing up in red, so that usually shows it all in red. Oh, look up. We'll see how we go. Oh, that's nice. It's a nice breeze. Nice breeze here in Austria. Then again, at over 180, close to 190 miles an hour, one would expect a nice cooling breeze, to be honest. That's not a gear shift around there, I won't worry about that. But the pedals are working right, so that's okay. Okay, that's fine. Let's just jump out and go straight to online lobbies. Whew. It'd be alright if we had a bit more of a gradual shift in heat, I guess. I get what personal best is. What is the WOC? That's a good question. I don't know. Was that... Where did that show? Surely they should show time trial. Do they show time trial? Oh, I should have clicked on leaderboard, that would be more helpful. So we'll jump again and go everyone. Listed your time, personal best, let's have a look. Has it done anything? I go to end session now. Which Remind me? Oh, the Wok. Oh no, that that's my rival. So, in your time trials, it will basically pair you up with the next fastest time across a certain time gap as a target to beat, and that's the ghost that you get in game to race against, along with your time. So, yeah, when you first start, you don't have any. I don't think you have any to start with because it works out where to place you in it, but. I think the first race you might just have yourself to go against. But yeah, the Wok is just the name of the driver. We can see their profile. Beautiful profile picture. Yeah, it's just the driver that is geared up as your next rival in time trial. No, I didn't want to restart. Didn't read the buttons. Let's try that again. I was thinking WOK, World's Official King. It'd be something like that. But let's actually end. Yes. Well, that I was actually just thinking. Oh, I've just done it again. I'll read it properly in a minute. Let's end session. It's hot. Must be hot. Right. Don't restart. Advanced. There we go. I don't get why it says advanced there. You'd think it would just say like continue to exit or return to main screen. Maybe that's why. I'll blame it on that. Right, social play. Like part, yeah, exactly. Exactly, Mustard. I was trying to think of me. But sadly, it means nothing. What a shame. Error. Good start. It's a good start. Let's see what happens. Try again. To be fair, I must admit, after the last patch, online play has seemed to be very, very flaky. Touch wood, I didn't have. Okay. So again, I didn't have any problems when it first came out with connecting to games, at least. But yeah, recently it seems to be very, very flaky to the point where, annoyingly, I was trying to join in with the weekly event over the weekend for the Austrian Grand Prix, and I queued up 3 times. Because you have to do it, you have to join just before the hour, like, clocks over for the weekly sessions, and each time it failed to join, and then of course it had gone past the time and elapsed, so it then would come up saying 58 minutes till the next race, and eventually I ran out of time, which was a bit annoying. You mean the new patch introduced new features? Exactly, new features. Could be a bug, could not. Try this one. They're racing at the moment, but they've got 14 laps, so that's a fast one. A fast one? A longer one. Oh, and they've got some AI involved, so that could be fun. Okay, well, let's join session. Get to watch the end of this. Been responsible for my own fair share of those. I know what you mean, yes. Yeah. What do you mean? It's a feature. Or it's... But that's such an edge case. What do you mean all the users now can't log in? They didn't need to log in. It's fine. Or my favourite, which actually, fortunately, didn't happen to me, but a colleague. Well, the tests all failed, but I thought it would be fine anyway. Or something along those lines. It's like, and like the hoops they had to run through to get the stuff to deploy without when the test failed was quite severe, to the point of it being very manual. We still don't get why they did it. They're adamant that it couldn't possibly be something wrong with their work. But hey ho. Where are we? Let's have a look at one of the races. McLaren. They had a safety car out. They're all very bunched up for a lap 12. I mean, now they've had lots of spins. Or everyone's just pitted, maybe? Oh, someone's gone off. I drove in the Red Bull car for the first time the other day. I don't know why. All the other cars that I've driven so far, I think I've driven all but the Aston Martin actually now. All the other cars don't seem to have this, at least as far as I can tell. But the Red Bull has a very high-pitched electrical whine coming as part of its engine note all the time compared to all the other cars. I just don't like it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's true to real life. I don't feel like I hear that through the television broadcast when I'm watching the races compared to the other cars, but to be fair, my worst one that reached the live environment was something like 100 or so crashes a month over a few 100,000 views that we had at the time. Ouch. Hey Haxo, have you had your cold shower yet? Or are you are you chatting from the shower? Oh my. Dad said when he was programming and a user asked why the program was slow, the standard reply they gave was that it was slow to give the operator time to think. Yes, I have. I'm calling. Glad to hear it. But to be fair, I might do the same later on this evening. It's this heat is not fun. We actually had a request from a client once to add a delay to certain things to make the user feel as if they were being like queued up, because the client thought that would be a good sense that they were progressing through these things if they had to wait a little bit longer, which no wasn't really what we were going for when we were trying to make a nice, easy to use, simple workflow. But hey ho. Haxo is talking from inside the fridge. Hey, I mean, with smart fridges and the technology that they have in them these days, it really wouldn't surprise me if we get a like smart fridge, like Twitch chat widget one of these days. Or you could definitely put something like that in for sure. Because why not? I'm sending this message from my fridge. Doop, doop, doop. Right. Last lap. See if Viper overtakes Lance Stroll, which he does. In second to last corner, it's going to be a drag race all the way down to the last corner. I mean, the McLaren's on the faster tyre, so it would have him under braking. Oh, he's not! Christ! And he's cut that corner horrendously. That's a penalty on the last lap before got to give the place back, surely. I mean, default response to any device with a screen now is, can it run Doom? Yeah, essentially yes, true. Back in the day when it was, can it run Crysis? There's a new Crysis game in the works. Also, I think Crysis 4. I tell you what, I still really miss the Crysis. Was it Crysis Wars? The multiplayer, standalone multiplayer that they've kind of built, or that they built out in the end from it. really, really good fun. Just, you know, I think it was up to 64. So it's, yeah, 2 teams of 32 just running around. Has it put me in a car? Yeah, no. I'll go in the other McLaren. What settings have they got on? Let's just have a quick look. It's mine. Any restrictions? Nope. Simulation, what have we got? Car damage is reduced, but is on, okay. So collisions are on, ghosting is on. Okay, fine. So, here we go. Mustard, bit of argy-bargy. First 4 releases teaser trailer earlier this year. Yeah, I guess I thought I saw that. Which, wasn't it pretty much just like the nano suit, like, armor shimmer that they did? I mean, it was like a really, really clever game, and the mechanics of it were great fun. I had a lot of fun in that game, and it definitely cost me a lot of money because it proved at that point in time that my PC was nowhere near capable of running it at its full settings for a long, long time. One day I'll get a racing seat. I just slide around too much and strain myself too much. Yeah, so at the moment, I don't think it's an easy way for me to show you, but so I can take a picture. It's go badly. Angle. What I've done, because I'm realizing that when I'm just sat in my seat, I'm having to like kind of sit back a little bit and lean back a bit more in my seat, and it's on its lowest. I'm tempted, Haxo, actually, to get the shorter chair piston for my Noble chair to drop me a little bit lower down so that I'm in a slightly better position. But I've actually done... This might not show up. It's not going to show up, is it? I'll drop it in Discord. But basically, what I've done is I've placed my... I have like a little wooden board that I used to use to have the pedals rest up against, so they'd stop them sliding forward, but then they were flat on the floor, and my feet were kind of having to be in this position all the time, which was starting to hurt my ankles a little bit, and my old joints. So what I've done is I've actually placed them up at kind of... Oh, Christ. What even track are we on? USA. Okay. Had to put them up at like a 45 degree, maybe slightly sharper angle. Ooh, look up. Christ alive. Yeah, so it sits up on that, but rather than that dropping too low and then being too sharp an angle, and again, too sharp, too tight there rather. I'm resting it on my little footrest, which is like a little foam oval, and it just brings it up the ground a bit, which means my legs are kind of sat slightly higher up, which obviously is still nowhere near the position they'd be with a plate seat, where your bum effectively sits lower than your knees. You're almost lying down, which is good. But it's lifting my legs up a bit more, my feet up, which is helping, and it's certainly a lot more comfortable now. And as bad as it sounds, if I kind of somewhat slump but then readjust the lumbar pillow, that's very wide, behind me, then it kind of just props me up and holds my back a little bit straight, so it's not quite as bad, but it's a real faff. So the wheel is on a shelf that comes out from underneath my desk. I'm sat probably about that far. What is that? Something to work out. It's probably about 80 centimeters back from the edge of my desk, and I have my wheel on and my my keyboard and my mouse and things, so it comes out a bit further, which is great. But unfortunately the desk is almost a little bit too high. Wait, shelf pedals. So yeah, so that was one thing I was thinking about doing. I have a subwoofer under my desk as well, and I was thinking, oh, I could probably like build a little frame around that. The subwoofer sits underneath, pedals could strap to that. Annoyingly, my pedals have no screw mounting points on them. They're like their last set of like plastic based pedals that Logitech made before they started putting in mounting points in all of them. So I'd have to build like a little wooden brace for it to stop against, which would be fine. And to be fair, probably better, because then it wouldn't mean I'm going through the plastic and ruining the set of pedals, most likely. But so this works fine at the moment. The problem I then have is that because of where my desk drawer comes out, I can't really bring my feet up much higher, because then they hit the bottom of the desk. Which is why I was thinking about getting the shorter piston for my chair, so I could drop it down a bit. And then I was thinking, hang on, I play F1 for fun, and I'm not that good, so do I really need to do all of this? And of course, the little voice in the back of my head says, yes, do it. Do it. Maybe you'll get better one day. So, yeah. You try with yeah, so that was the other thing I was thinking. I could get some... I was thinking of getting like double-sided Velcro straps that I could loop round and then stick it. That would do it. Spend all the money on the setup. It'll make it better. Yeah. Well, to be fair, the one thing I would love to do, and I'm tweaking it at the moment, but I appreciate F1's 2022 is all very new. The one thing that, like, I'm very happy with my wheel, to be honest. Almost stalled the car. Oh god. Rear-ended. Yep. How do I get a collision warning for being hit behind? I mean, I know I was going slow, but... yeah, the pedals, because they are completely plastic and there's no... Because they're completely plastic, and I took them apart actually the other weekend to clean them, because they were a tad dirty. Why is everyone going so slow? I thought you said safety car, but it doesn't look like a safety car. Oh, Schumacher. Oh god, everyone's going around. Oh, Christ. How did he not go to them? No, we'll wait. The front wing damage isn't so bad in this game. Yeah, annoyingly, there's only like one metal pin that's acting as the spring release on it, or giving it the spring back rather than an actual like spring or piston. And there's a lot of give in these plastic pedals. I'm trying to kind of ease it out by tweaking the pedal thresholds in the game. But it seems the more and more that I get closer to it, the more it's kind of going the opposite way to some degree. I get it just about right, and then after a race or two it seems to go again. I don't know if it's just the pedals starting to show their age a bit, because they are getting on a bit. Or if it's something else. It wouldn't surprise me if it's the Logitech software being a bit finicky. It's not great. That was an awful set. Oh dear. Maybe that front wing is having more of an impact. A lot earlier. Was that a warning for being grandma on the road? Probably, yeah. Almost stalled it at the start, shifted into second, and then couldn't get the car moving. Yeah, you're going too slow. Probably. Okay. Schumacher up in front.
Green flag, green
We'll have a hard time catching him though if the in-game performance is anywhere close to Mick at Austria. But Haas are having a great season. Which I think is even surprising them based on their reactions to some of their kind of race victories. I mean, I think they knew that with the car setup and the engine setup this year, they were, or hopefully, on track for a much better result and, you know, being able to fight more in the midfield. But they're having a really good first half of the season. I just hope that after the summer break, and a few more upgrades from other teams, that they don't kind of slide too far down, because that would be a shame. Thom, how you doing? Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. How you doing? We do have DRS. Getting anywhere near the apex on these with the front wing damage at the moment. I can't, this on full. And it's just not turning. We'll have to change that when we come in. 20 laps time. Does the mini map go off the edge? I'll check in a second when I've got around this corner. Drag race. All gone down the inside. Mick's left the door open. DRS there as well. Is that just cropping on the stream? Oh god. Oh, didn't brake. Whoa. It's actually ever so slightly clipping in-game. Whoa, bloody Nora. Cheers, Mick. The little love tap. Buy me dinner first, jeez. On the track. Whoa, come on. There's no space there. Right, box this lap and get that wing replaced because this is awful. I'd quite like to have done another lap, to be honest, and have a little bit more on the medium tyre towards the end, but I'm not going to be able to hold Mick behind me. I mean, I'm not sure about this lap, let alone another lap, especially if we go wide there. I like to be closer to Albon, to be honest, because Stroll ahead is starting to run away with it a bit.
Okay, be aware, the grip level's going to start falling away soon.
Oh, come on, Albon. Who's being the grandma now? Yeah, it just the bottom left edge is, or the left edge is cropping in-game as well, which is weird because I changed the setting a little while ago to show the full mini-map, or full track map, rather than just the mini version of where I am on the track at the moment, just so I've got slightly better visibility over where everyone else is. I'll do whatever Albon doesn't. It's coming in. Okay, we'll stay out for one more. Make do. He stayed out. Got DRS off from there.
Pit box is currently full. Stay out on track. Stay out.
I know, for the next lap. Not right now, I'm just passing it. Oh, it must be this guy. Jack the Block, which I guess is why he's ghosting for me and I can just drive through.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Glad to hear it. I check they're actually going to fix my wing. Yeah. Neck is falling back a little bit. Okay, that's fine. Oh, very deep, very lackluster. Same there. God, there's just no... It's really surprising because there are some races where I've lost a bit of my front wing in this game. And because of how the cars are designed this year to generate a lot more downforce from the car floor through ground effect. The wall!
Are you okay? That was a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the marshals.
Well, we've binned it in the wall. Mark, we've binned it in the wall. Yeah. Dangers no front wing. There we go. Sod's Law. Sod's Law. Well, that's fine. We won't do that again. Proceed to do that again, most likely. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see where we come out. Oh god, he's holding fifth gear well. Slow motion replay. We should do, shouldn't we? I don't know if I can. I don't think I can. Annoyingly, it'd be nice if you're in spectator mode to to be able to spectate and see the replay, but we can't. Sadly. Take control. Interesting. I wonder what that allows you to do in a more certain circumstance. I mean, I guess at least I wasn't. I mean, I'm not going to be last because Wootmaster TM has already DNF'd. I'm trying to think who did that in the pits on the way into the pits a few years ago. They came in with front wing damage and it just didn't. Just locked up and just didn't turn. Just didn't turn. Well, can't blame that one on the pedals. Also, this race had a lot more bumper cars, and I said, yeah. I mean, I was surprised with the AI, to be honest. Oh, 5-second penalty for Vettel. Ooh, ignoring yellow flags. Mr. Vettel. The naughty boy. I mean, we've also got this Jack the Block down here. I don't know if this is caught up properly yet, but... Oh, there's a safety car out now. We've got it all going on. Now, why couldn't that have come out a lap earlier? I'd have slowed down there. But this Jack the Block is... Well, according to this, he's over... He must be a lap down, but he can't be now, surely. Not under the safety car. Yeah, there we go. Now he's caught up. But next he was a ways back. Where's Viper, who's hosting the lobby and is having a much better race out in front? Right, let's watch from here. Let's see. Got the interval to the leader. Fastest laps. What is fast lap? 1:38. We weren't really close, were we? We were a bit bogged down in traffic for a while, and then the damage to the property didn't help. Let's look at the interval. Position change, say So certainly a load of them starting at the back have done a really good job. What are they on though? Are they still on the softs? Oh, there's one off. They must have changed. Let's have a look. Stops, yeah. As they have all stopped now. Some of them stopped twice. And we've got a couple here. So LMT Tricks down in 12th could be in quite a favourable position off the back of the safety car with 0 laps on a new set of soft tyres. Midstream ads, but Twitch, boo, Twitch, boo. Sorry, Mustard. I tweaked some settings recently to try, rather than it doing the random like pre-roll ad things, it's trying to prompt everyone to use this ad manager, and I think in August it's moving to a 55% revenue share over 30% revenue share for affiliates and partners depending on your level. In terms of ad revenue, if you play 3 minutes or more ads, you know, per hour that you stream. But it should, I think it should be all disabled for subscribers, I think. But I'll say if it gets too annoying, then we'll just switch it off. It doesn't really matter. I just thought at least if I have to show ads, then I'll try and dictate when that is. I think it has a 10-minute delay, so it'll ignore the first 10 minutes of the stream, then there'll be an ad, and then I think there's another one, and then it's one every 13 minutes. I say that, I don't know how it breaks it down, because I think it does a minute and a half's worth of ads together. Yeah, I just sit here and see the ad and watch the ad, go, oh, white ad, buy ad, stream. So good. I think I can snooze it as well, but I haven't set that bit up yet. One day. Well, the good news is it seems like OBS Studio is doing a grand old job, and it's certainly running a lot less CPU demand than OBS. Oh, who's that? Trick's gone round. Ah, that's a shame. Because they were in a really good... Oh, hang on. Why is the safety car hurt? Did he spin behind the safety car? Then again, are they unlapping themselves? Because the safety car was all the way back. Are they ignoring the safety car? Because it... Oh, hang on. Where's Viper? Okay, Viper's dropped out. There it was. I wasn't paying attention. How did Viper drop out? Unless they went into the back of the safety car. Well, who knew? There we go. Let's try and get rid of that. Yeah. A lot of penalties being handed out. That we don't need. But they're still on. Well, according to this, it says they're still on the safety car. But they look like they're definitely racing. Is the game just paused? That could be why. To be fair, I did have another feature. They definitely. Well, I don't know. I can't say for sure because I don't think I ran into this scenario. But I was at Austria doing a GP, just doing a general GP with the AI, and I think I did a 50% just to have a bit more length to it and enjoy the kind of strategy from the pit stops a bit more. And I'd pitted under a safety car, and it was, and I'd been keeping the Delta. Oh, so here's the safety car again. So why were they just racing? Unless the safety car was still out on track, they went racing. The safety car was still out on track for some reason. I don't know. That's really weird. I'm not sure about that at all. Unless they're literally just ignoring the safety car and just fighting for position now. Which kind of looks like they're doing, but Yeah. Oh, safety car in his lap. Interesting. Okay. Well, this is bonkers, but, you know. Currently second place is out of position. Let's see what happens. There's 4 laps left and... Oh! Alpha Tauri's gone straight through. Hang on, he's taking the lead of the race now, isn't he? Yeah, he's out of position. So yeah, he now needs to give the position back. Blimmin' it. They're all over the place. That's a shame. This would have been a fun race to have stayed in at. God dang it. Right, they're all backing up into the last. And first place has absolutely sailed away with it. Although ignoring yellow flags has a penalty. But then again, I guess if he how many penalties has he got now? Oh, he's got a drive-through, so he's really buggered. Okay, well that's his race out. Lawrence in second place has 15 seconds, so he's also buggered. So really, it's third place then that's going to come out on top here. He's got a 3-second penalty, so he needs to pull out a bit more of a gap to the car, all the AI behind him. Although LMN Tricks or Lem Tricks in 8th is kind of working their way up nicely on those softer tyres. So they could... Oh! Yellow flag from sector 2. I don't see anyone. Oh! Yeah, it must have been. Bird Lad. No front wing. There's a lot of penalties. Yeah, so here we go. Lemtrix up into 5th and very, very close to Yuki Tsunoda in the AlphaTauri behind him. 4th, about to take it round the outside. Oh, got a better grip on the softer tyres. Squeezed a tad. Ah, he made that. Oh, like I say, he made that corner look very nice, but yes, perhaps a bit early on the throttle coming out of the apex. But only down 11th, still in with the rest of the AI midfield, so plenty of opportunity to come back up at this rate. Limited Richie is, I think unlikely at this stage, but you know, very happy to be proven wrong to gain another 9 seconds worth over the car behind, which is Fernando Alonso at the moment. But we'll see. Closing in again on Yuki Tsunoda. We'll see where that lands him. So again, out in front, Samurai Dude is doing a great job of starting to pull away from Yuki Tsunoda in 4th place and Limited Richie in 5th in terms of getting that 3-second gap. I say that as he's lost about half a second now to the cars behind him, unfortunately. No, oh, sorry, I've got that completely wrong. I'm looking at the wrong interval time. I'm looking for the time ahead. He dropped a bit of time to the car ahead. In fact, he was gaining. But he actually does have that 3-second advantage there with Yuki Tsunoda already. So he's currently lined up for a nice easy podium because Jamod 14 will have to serve a drive-through penalty or be disqualified before the end of the race. And Lawrence in second place has a 15-second time penalty, which is going to see him tumble down to probably 11, possibly even further down, possibly even down to 13th or 14th based on that time at the moment. Lemtrix is very close behind the AI again. Oh, sector 3, who's gone? Bird Lad going very slow on the start-finish straight. And DRS has just been activated, of course, 2 laps after the safety car came in. Bird Lad now over a lap down and struggling by looks things without that front wing. Not surprised, as is Jack the Block, who has no front wing again either in the AlphaTauri and has a 18-second penalty. I must admit, I'm surprised in multiplayer lobbies. I'm surprised about it in F1 2020 and 2021. Why there was no like maximum threshold? Because I've seen some people with like 25 seconds worth of penalties. Surely after that point, just DNF them, disqualify them from the race, because you're going to be very, very unlucky to get 25 seconds worth of penalties in some unjust manner, I feel. But at least in terms of, you know, when it is a damage on collision-based lobby, it's just a bit more risk for everyone else around you, unfortunately. Right. This is interesting. Limited Richie's gained quite up to the back of Samurai Dude, but again has that 10-second penalty, so he'd have to get past Samurai Dude at this point and make a real dent in on Lawrence to have any fair shout of holding some position with that 10-second penalty. But with only 1.5 laps to go, it's going to be unlikely. What does a Scottish man get when he's sick? A week off. Oh dear. Is that the hairpin at 1? It was. Always looks slightly different from that. Different angle. When it's straight on looking up the hill, it makes... Ooh, excuse me, it makes it much easier to find on this track, but... Right, so in actual fact, so here we go. So, Jamod 14 serves his drive penalty. Still has a 5-second penalty. He must have picked that up. Maybe speeding in the pit lane? I didn't see what it came up for. But surprisingly, he's done quite well out of that drive-through. I thought they'd be much further down. I can't remember exactly how long a pit stop here is it, Kota, but it's quite a fair ways because you come in quite early off of the quite early before the final corner, and then you've got that long straight up the hill as well, and you come out having to go up the hill as well. Oh, who's gone off? No one yet. Admittedly, Lawrence has pulled out quite a nice gap over the field behind. Were there another 4 or 5 laps, might actually make up the 15-second penalty deficit, but at this rate, Samurai Dude is still... Oh, and he's binned it across the line and gained another 5-second penalty. Oh, for not serving a penalty by the sound of things. So how far back was he? So he was actually only 5 seconds... No, he's got to be a little further down. Yeah, 4th. So an unfortunate shame to have people drop so far down, but when you have that many penalties, kind of nothing you can do unless you can pull out a very, very big gap. Wow. Well, we had a bit of fun watching there. Let's join back in. Hopefully not bin it into the pit lane wall. Hopefully. No promises though. I feel like EA are missing or Codemasters are missing a trick each year between the loading screens of like going in and out when you're waiting for players, just loading up some like F1 stats or something. Same with the loading screens into the race. You get the kind of the usual backdrop of the track that you're going to race at, and sometimes I think it does have some information about it, but you could do it here. Yeah, it's another thing to load, but you could bundle that with the game. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. Bundle it up with the game and then update it periodically, perhaps. Lawrence has left the lobby. In fact, at this rate, there's not as many people left in the lobby at all. We're certainly not coming out of that session. We'll have to see if there's anyone else. BMK 2000, evening. How are you? Hopefully staying cool wherever you are, or trying to. Right, we got anyone staying in this? Not really. Let's hop out and join another lobby. Because otherwise it's just going to be the 3 of us and some AI. bum, bum. Baby Yoda. Ooh, the peaky sniper. It'd be nice to have a lobby with a few more people in. That's already underway with the race, unfortunately. Okay, let's try it. See where they're at. If they're in the race, then we'll hop back out and try another one. If it lets us join, they are in the race. Okay, let's back out and try another one. Cool, playing Vampires Survivors. Very nice. Very nice. I can't remember if that is that the game that Millie's been playing a lot of recently. Let's double check. Yes, it is Vampire Survivors. Yeah, got 40 hours on record now. As Millie. She was showing me the other day, and I was like, "Is that you, the old man throwing garlic?" And she's like, "Yeah." Does look like quite good fun. Reminds me of a very, very, very old game that I think I first played on cassette tape back in the day, in 8-bit colour. Fido the dog. And there was a baby screaming and chasing you. Good times. Mostly good times. Try this one. It's got quite a few players on it. That's join. Cool. Let's try again. Let's try this one. Oh, is that Monaco? Maybe this one could fail too. Ah, dang it. And it's raining. I think not. And they're just starting the race. We don't need that kind of drama. At least I feel like we don't need that. I mean, it's too hot. It's too hot for a sweaty session in Monaco. Spain. That's they're all going to be racing, I think. What is this? Imola, but poor ping. Netherlands, race 3 of 5. 5 of 5. Hungary. That would be a bad shout. Page right. Let's go across. Quite a nice long one. That's it. Oh, again, let's try this one. I vote for Monaco in the rain. No! Please, no. Of all the tracks to drive in the rain. At least give me a track where there's if I come off at a corner, I've got a bit of runoff, or I've got a bit of space to hopefully avoid full. Got a chance to session ending. Yeah, because it's going to go from qualifying to race, which is what I want to be part of. Can't want to be like that. We'll give it a second, see if we can jump in for the race and just start at the back. Admittedly, I must admit, it's probably not going to drop me in time, is it? I must admit, when I was doing these GP runs at Austria, these 50% races in Austria last week, it's not going to let me join, is it? Let me spectate. I can't do anything until 20 seconds on. Okay, well, we'll jump out. Just want to play a race. Just want to race, man. Yeah, both races that I did, both 50% races that I did, ended up starting in the wet. Oh, good. The heat must be. Which was good fun, actually. Not. Yeah, let's jump out. That's fine. A real handful, especially around that track where you've got to use some of the curves and the extra width of the track to kind of make it round. And it definitely helped towards the end when the rain ended and we transitioned from wets to inters to then actually dry tyres right at the end with only a handful of laps to go. But yeah, it just made for a really, really good race, because by that point it kind of eased off the throttle and brake so much that suddenly having not only fresh tyres but a dry track, certainly felt like I was going faster. I'm not sure that I was. Much faster. Let's try again. But it was, yeah, it was nice. It's probably much better going that way around than going from dry tyres into the wet. I think that would probably ended in pain. Millie make darker, play Monica. These sessions. Let's try someone else's then. Let me try this one. Make darker, play Monica in the rain. I have 67,000 channel points you can convert to these treaties. That's blackmail, Asini. Blackmail, I tell you. Well, it's not blackmail for Millie, but please no. I want to have fun. I don't want to suffer in the rain. Oh, this is gonna be. Oh, this is in the rain. Oh God. Well, yeah, come on. You've got your wish, sort of, Iceni. It's a street circuit. It's bloody lethal. I don't know it very well. I'm not going to get a qualifying session to do a practice lap. This is going to be horrible. This will do, surely. Surely. .140s in the rain. I wonder what a dry time is. One fastest lap. Miami. Let's have a look. Okay, so the fastest lap from this year's Miami Grand Prix was so during the race it was by Max Verstappen, a 1:31.361. Although it looks like yeah, that was the fastest lap during the race. But like I say, the fastest or the pole qualifying time was from Charles Leclerc at 1:28.7. So yeah, about 10 seconds in the rain. It's not bad actually. Bad at all. Hot diggity damn. You having fun versus viewer watching you suffer. Yeah, I know. I'm not here to have fun. I'm here to please you. Dance, monkey, dance, or something along those lines, right? Oh look, it's dry for the race. What a shame. It's all right when BR and I come to do our co-op playthrough, which we'll stream. Undoubtedly, knowing our luck, we'll probably get Monaco in the wet. At least some point over that race weekend, in the practice sessions or something. I'm sure. You're sure you'll get your wish. I see it will come right. We haven't binned it off the line yet. Oh, we have binned it into turn 1 though, but so has everyone else. Oh, they're going all over the place. Oh. It's been hit in the rear. Lock up. Oh, okay. Just a tad pinched. We're in the Alpha Tauri. Okay. Yellow flag. Ah.
Focus now for the rest of the race.
Oh, he's going round. No. Yep. This blooming chicane. Did he just put it up the inside? He did, and he binned it as well. Oh, I've got a little bit of breathing room now. Let's try catch up. Oh. Two spinning on the last corner. Oh, almost a bit too much speed carried through there.
Green flag.
I'll get the angle right there. The guy's fighting a ghost up front there. Oh, it's the car that's ghosting. Went deep there as well, so try to make it. It's not going to do his tyres any favours. But it's only a 5-lap race, so you can just drive through him because he's ghosting. Car in front was a little bit squirrely off the line. Unfortunately, we screwed up the gear change between 4th and 5th. We are gaining with the help of the overtake button. Pull to the inside, see if we can late brake. Can't. They brake later than us and got a really good tap from behind, actually.
We can now use
Literally in our
DRS.
gearbox.
DRS now available.
They're going to lock up there, though. Ah! I tried to get on the power too early. Same again, come on. Ah, they're all coming through.
Okay, we lost the position. Try to keep focus.
I thought, Mark, that happened a long time ago. Bring back Jeff. And DRS at least here. Help us down this part. Let's try and make it before the corner. Oh, very close. Little tap to the back of the Alpine. Oh, put the inside of the wall. Oh, somebody's taking out the bollard on that corner. If I get a proper steering wheel, I might join. Definitely. Definitely, Tom.
Yellow flag.
Oh,
Okay, clear.
same there. But it's so easy. So easy to light the rear tyres up. Almost the same there again. Got a bit of understeer, I think. Or oversteer, actually. Damage on. Which I think maybe a bit too far back for the DRS here, but I'll be able to get it down the part if I can close up to these guys here. To cut that. I'm finding for some reason my overtake button, which I have at the top of my D-pad on the right, as I've got my set of 4 buttons on the right, on the D-pad, which is the triangle button on here. I don't know if I'm just catching it, but it seems sometimes when I press, as the button's coming back up, it's also triggering the button again. So sometimes I have overtake activated when I actually didn't really want it, and it's just putting the revs up that little bit higher. That's sending me into a bit of a spin. Not like then, because I did that all myself, but I had a look to see if there was an option in the settings to make it a push and hold button instead, which I thought might be a better way to use it. But it doesn't seem like you can actually change the input type action as such. Don't think we've got DRS here, but we should. Oh, we do. Go around the outside. Oh, it's gonna. Son of a diglet. I didn't get the brakes on then. Caught the slide.
You guys gotta trust me. I'm taking you to battle, yeah?
Don't think we're going to be close enough here to do much here. We are going to have DRS, but we're a little bit too far back, unfortunately, to do much. We'll save a little bit for the last corner. Curve. Never mind. Oh, I thought he was going to drive into the back of him then. When can you add micro rocket? I mean, if only, right? Imagine that. Imagine if somebody modded it to put in Mario Kart style weaponry. Problem is with how easily like the front wheels come off on these cars, you just have like one rocket explode, take out your front wheels, and that'll be it. But maybe that's a good thing. Who knows? Well, technically we started 14th and we made it to 12th, so a slight improvement. We'll see where we end up next. Where are we going next? I've just checked my weather app to see if we had any more rain on the way, but we don't. Looks like that 3-minute spell is it. But the humidity's come up almost 5% since I last looked. Yay! Right, Spain. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, I don't think I've actually raced in Spain yet in F1 22. This will be interesting. Let's see quickly before it starts what the sim settings. Like no damage, and then reduced damage rate. I wish it would just hide those if it's off. Collisions are on, and ghosting is on. Right, so you can hit other players, but no damage will be taken. Right. Is there anything about safety cars? I'm guessing not. No, we wouldn't have it here anyway. Rules, flags, which we're not going to have because it's only a 5-lap race. That's fine. Ready up. Alright. Well, let's see if we get to here. This is why I like my AC unit. I don't. If well, who knows? I mean, perhaps in the next, as the weather continues to change and the climate continues to change, if it does get hotter here, then perhaps it will be worth investing in, perhaps not built-in AC, but maybe even just some portable AC units, some heavy-duty ones for the summer season, just because it's, yeah, not fun. I mean, that said, I'm actually quite cool this evening for probably the first time in a long time, or at least in the last week and a half. This new fan, hopefully it's not interfering with the mic too much, but it's keeping me cool, so it's all good. Unfortunately, I think tomorrow is going to be a bit of a sweaty day, not just because I think the temperature is going to come up to about 26 during the day, but I'm hopping down to Bournemouth, which is where our offices are, going into the day because we've got an annual meeting there. Although apparently it's going to be 2 degrees cooler there. Not too bad. But I'm going to have to get the train down and the train back. And to be fair, I think the train down in the morning will probably be okay. It'll be the train back in the evening. I think that is going to be a tad sticky. But we'll see. We'll see. It's not looking too bad. Humidity down there is a lot less. It's 56% in Bournemouth. It's over 80% here. Beautiful. To be fair, at least Bournemouth's down by the sea, so it'll be 36 on Sunday in UK. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as an average, and then in some places they think it'll get up to possibly even 40 degrees, or at least break the previous record, which was I think 38.7 Celsius, which is bananas. But yeah, we'll see. That might be a day for stay in the shade, don't move. Yeah, touch curb. That's fine. Let's see where let's learn the track a little bit and see where we would have come out. Flirting dangerously close to the edge of the track there. Oh, they've changed this corner now, of course, haven't they? Did they change that last year? Probably carry quite a bit more speed now. I don't like this bit. I don't know why they've not tweaked this bit a little bit. Reminds me very much of the last section in Japan. Okay, it was about 3 seconds off. Qualifying pace? Yeah, 3 seconds. Okay. Sort of slow sun cream needed. Yeah, I'll be taking some with me tomorrow. Make sure I've got some in my bag now, especially with the old bonds. It's so easy to forget, especially with no hair up here. It's really doesn't take long in the sun to get a bit of a pink head. And then it's usually quite unpleasant for the next couple of days, especially if I've just shaved it like I have now, and like the little bristles coming through, and it's just like, my head. Just like that, my head. Or some such noise. But yes, I will be taking the hat with me, and my sun cream. And trying to stay in the shade, to be honest. Just trying to find a nice cool spot in the office near a fan, and that's the worst thing. I think the air conditioning on one of our floors in the office building we've got is still broken, and it's usually the floor that I go and work on. Could go upstairs to the other floor. Maybe that's the more sensible thing to do, but everyone else I know is downstairs as such. So we'll see what the mood is. Apparently they've got some nice new big industrial fans, floor fans, in that's helping to cool things down, so hopefully we do have a little like mini bar, mini fridge area. Maybe I'll just go and sit in the mini fridge. That's acceptable, right? the best possible start, but at least we avoided wheel spin. I don't like the look of this though. Oh, thank you. Can you ghost now, please? No? You know what? Oh, why is there no reset to track? Right.
Caution, caution.
Unfortunately, nowhere I could really go. I had them on my inside. I gave them room, but I don't know if they just outbrake themselves or if there was someone there taking them out. Oh, more people out here. Well, that's interesting. But once they were across me, there wasn't really anywhere I could go. We were in the gravel together. This must have said at the beginning it's more bumper cars, really. Oh!
That start was okay. Now stay alert.
Oh god, none of them had ghosted. Jesus. That's what I would like from an F1 game. Consistent ghosting, please. Is that too much to ask?
Top 10 now, keep it up.
I mean, it's almost by default they mark. Everyone else crashed out.
Green flag.
That McLaren behind me is gaining quite fast. It's a bit deep into the corner. Christ, where have they carried that speed through from? I'm sorry, sir, you can't go around the outside there. A little wide there.
Flag.
Oh, I beached it on the sausage curb. With the cars being that much lower to the ground because of the ground effect. I've done that a handful of times now. Even I've seen a lot of people comment on this, but I managed it the other day where I effectively beached myself on a sausage curb and literally couldn't get off. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, you sir for not coming straight back onto the track. Must admit, Spain is another. I mean, I guess you could say about all tracks, but there's just certain tracks that have particularly nice flowing sections, and that second part, or the last part of Sector 1 here in Spain is particularly good. I think someone was trying to take the runoff road there into the top section and binned it coming out. Oh, going the wrong way. You can't park there. Oh, a little bit heavy there. I've never been able to do this section right. I've never been able to get the turning angle quite right. Oh, Percy off. Coming through there, I mean, probably not the best top speed, but it held a lot of grip in the corner. Wide there. Great turn in there. That's got times now.
And gap to the car in front is 7.1 seconds.
Took a bit too much curve there, and Percy's off.
Okay, this is your
Oh,
final
got him
lap.
McLaren catches
Final lap of the
now.
race.
Although he's got a 6-second penalty, so as long as we stay within 6 seconds, 6 seconds, we'll be all right. Stay ahead
Okay,
of
be
him.
aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Okie dokie. Go down the inside.
Green flag.
We'll jump ahead and go to 8. That's not too bad. Not too bad. A little bit wide and all over the place and in places, but that'll do. That'll do. Right, we'll wait for that to end. While we do, I'm going to go grab some water. We'll be alright. We're back. The chair will keep you company. We'll be alright. Oh, ba, ba, ba. I even put some my hockey shorts on, my sports shorts on, to try and mitigate the faux leather bottom sweat that just seems to be a present day occurrence at the moment with the heat. It's beautiful. Thought you would like to know. Wah 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 wah. We started 13th, made it up to 8th. Not too shabby. I went to the local gym for swimming today. That seems to have helped. But that's good. Yeah, as Haxo did earlier, he went for a cold shower. I think I might need to do the same before bed this evening. It's just very hot. I'm a hot person anyway. I hold heat quite well, so I'm very rarely cold in the winter at all, as my friends and family and Millie will attest to. Having been together for several winters now, she'll attest to the fact that I don't really wear winter clothes. I'd like to wear jumper. I've got a whole kind of pile of jumpers in my cupboard, but it's very rare. I have been known to wear my shorts and my short sleeve shirts well into the winter season. Not that it gets, you know, particularly cold here in the UK in you know, compared to other parts of the world, but certainly it's cold enough that most people would be wearing long sleeve shirts and, you know, long trousers, you know, and things. But not me, not all the time at least. Anyway, you're very welcome, Mustard. Sharing is caring, after all. But yeah, no, that's glad to hear, BMK, that your swim helped. Probably quite refreshing. I mean, even in a heated swimming pool, if it was a heating swimming pool, I would assume so. But that does make an ass out of you and me. So the heat does. Awful dad jokes. Well, it's not the heat though, it's just me. Even if the pool is warm, you know, it probably feels a lot cooler than the air temperature. I have a few times gone and just like splashed some nice cold water over my face, and even then it's not felt particularly cold. But if I've done that and then come back to my fan and then just let the fan kind of hit me, that's quite a nice effective way of cooling down. Although you've got to be careful doing that, because it can bring on like a little migraine headache. Okay, it was an easy way to get a cold. But yeah. Have you been up north? It's short. Well, exactly. I mean, you know, I'd fit right in up north. That's for sure. I'm the same. Wife refers to me as her radiator. Well, this is it. Millie's the same. I'm. You know, if I had a superpower, it would be, you know, Radiator Man, because guaranteed, pretty much all year round. If you need some heat, yeah. If you need some heat, I can deliver. I'd love not to be. I'd love to feel the cold more. It's I like warm weather if I can relax and I don't need to do a lot in it. But it's just one of those things. If it's hot out, there's not an awful lot you can do just there as you are to cool down. Unless you're near a body of water or some kind of refrigeration. Whereas at least in the cold, you know, you can move about yourself and, you know, and warm yourself through some kind of physical activity. But I definitely prefer the cold weather, the colder seasons. Cricket's lap, but at least I've got round it. I need to invest in a split mini AC. Yeah, I wouldn't blame you, Tom. Wouldn't blame you. Oh, BR, thank you very much for the 23-month sub. Beautiful. Thank you. Need to convince you to move. Millie and I have said, Haxo, we'd happily move up north in a heartbeat, but the rule is that everyone has to move with us. That's just how it has to be. Much prefer the cold weather. Yeah, exactly. You can always put on more clothes or do something. But yeah, there's only so much I can take off what comes out. And even then, if you're already hot, especially like in the weather right now. If I took all my clothes off for you here, right now, we'd need to move on to a different streaming platform. That's for sure. But aside from that, it wouldn't necessarily do an awful lot. I mean, I'm wearing a very light, baggy top. I'm wearing light, breezy sport shorts that are also baggy. It's not going to have a dramatic effect in this kind of muggy, heavy heat, sadly. And it's just you're just going to sit there, naked to the world, and just be like, well, this is awkward, and I'm still hot. Yay! But hey ho. How's D&D going, BR? Kicking butt. Oh, it's carnage! Oh god! Oh, damage is now on, apparently. Okay, well, I've lost a bit of my front wing, but somehow up into 4. I don't want to be here. Not on the outside of Eau Rouge. Let's see if we can jump back in. And now, this guy, I think... That's it. Oh, we both outbraked ourselves and we're going to both lose position here. The Eagle goes wide and that kind of saves our friend in front. Oh, but he's gone wide again into the next corner and Eagle's gone down the inside up into 3rd place. Whoa, we've slid all over the place. Right, let's get off the grass. Let's stop doing a Valtteri Bottas in his Mercedes lawnmower. Oh, we're going all over. Right. Oh, thanks for slowing down. Right. See if we can catch up to the back of these guys. I'm sure in the last game when we checked the settings, damage was off, collisions were on. I have to check again. That's fine. It's just I know how careful I need to be. Hopefully, though, we won't feel the effect of it so much at this track.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward.
He's pulling away from us here in clean air with a non-broken...
Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
Oh, okay, he's gone straight into pits. Surprising for a 5-lapper, but never mind, we'll crack on. Got a few pitted actually. So the car behind is the one that was ahead of us. That we were chasing down across this straight last lap. So they must have picked up some damage somewhere or come off. Called the spin top maneuver, it sure is. There's another one out. Has with the 145. See, I was reading that and I shouldn't have been. And do you know what caught my eye, Tom? It was your comment about my twin on another streaming service, I think it was. This Lionheart and his OnlyFans.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
Right, don't. It was so easy on F1 2021 going up Eau Rouge. Taking too wide an outside line to then cut back in. It's like the back end would step out and you'd be sliding horizontal as you reach the top there. At least here it seems like you can take a little bit more and keep your foot flat to the floor, which is good. Oh, blimmin' heck! They're all dropping like flies. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think they must. I think the host must have changed damage to on and caught people out here.
Caution.
Because Haz was set the fastest lap a minute ago.
No overtaking.
Yeah, look, we're gaining up. There's not many people left on it. left on the track, looking at the mini map behind us, which is hilarious, really. Guy's catching us like a rate of knots. Again, I don't know if that is just the front wing damage or what really, but use a little bit of hers, especially on the straight, to keep us safe. So easy to spin out on that last.
The track is clear, green flag.
Set of corners. Lightly grazed the wall there, but never mind. Right, don't spin out. Oh, it's all good. To be fair, I reckon if I had overtake on, probably would going up there. Right, they're going to hopefully keep themselves busy at least for half of this lap or the remainder of this lap. Keep them away from me, and then we've just got one lap to defend them and hopefully hold here in fourth, which wouldn't be a bad result. Oh, a little deep there. That'll lock up as well. Probably my least favourite section of the track there. The camber there is falling away from me as well, so it makes it even harder to kind of get the right attacking line through and get the car to turn in and stay pointed the right way. Is that yellow flag's ahead? No, it's behind. Okay. That's a shame.
Okay, gap to the car ahead is 2.1 seconds.
Thanks, Mark. Okay, they've collided behind us. This is now a 10-second gap, so we've got a little bit of a safety net.
Final lap of the race.
But I don't think we're going to make any further progress on P3. If we had DRS, we might be okay, but they've certainly got an advantage in a straight line at the moment, especially if they've not got any wing damage, which is impossible to tell from back here. But
green flag.
Oh, half bake's out of possession. Okay. Okay, still a 13-second gap, 15-second gap to the car behind. Oh, very wide in there, but that's fine. Keep the car straight under acceleration. Okay. Well, 4th isn't bad. I mean, there's only 5 cars running here at the end, but that's quite alright. There we are. Just so 39 in the Alpine. Deep there. Oh, tell you what, looking at it, I'm one of the few drivers that didn't get any penalties that race, so. And that actually brought the gap right down to only 1.5 seconds in the end. Wasn't bad. Oh. No, I'm not blaming you, not blaming you, Tom. I most definitely blame my brother. That's for sure. Yeah, I think you're right, VR. In fact, I was watching a YouTube clip from Tim McMurdoch earlier, and he was going up through Eau Rouge similarly, and did exactly the same, and got floor damage. And he wound the replay back and looked at it in slow motion, and it, as you're going up as you switch from left to right, his car, which I guess is where mine probably came as well. Yeah, silly but low riding cars. Yeah, and it's just bouncing, and it's the impact of the car bouncing that's doing the damage to the floor. Bonkers, absolutely bonkers. Ah, man, look, yeah, one of the few. Well, the only car that didn't DNF that actually finished the race to have a penalty. I know Half Baked says well on that, but he actually dropped out. So that's not bad. It's not bad. But yeah, crazy. To be fair, that's something I found in Austria when I was doing some of my practice laps for the weekend event. Top of turn 3. So easy to pick up floor damage. So easy. Right. Yeah, they've changed the damage. It's yeah, and no recovery mode. Which is fair enough. So yeah, simulation damage, collisions on, no ghosting. Okay, so that's good to know. Strict corner cutting. Lovely. Lovely stuff. It's going to be lethal. Yeah, it's all good. I think is it 12th today? I can't remember. I think there's a Prime Day sale coming up soon. It's either tomorrow or Thursday or sometime this week, I think. But yeah, worth keeping an eye out for any good deals when F1 becomes Death Rage. It's a lovely day. It is for sure. Right. I suck at manual starts here. I suck at manual starts anyway, but specifically Silverstone. So let's hope wherever we qualify, we get a slightly better start here. I want to be on the outside, really, to sweep through, take evasive action. 8th gear through the first corner, all the way down to 4th, sometimes 3 to slow it all the way down. A little deep there. Didn't quite get the turning point right there, but didn't have to correct too much, which is good, so didn't lose too much. Lucky there we didn't get a corner cut, lifted off far too much though. We've lost time there. Took too much curb. so I reckon this will be about a 131. We're lucky. But a good time here is 129 or below, really. 128. Oh, 130.9, 0.999. Couldn't have got any closer to a 131. But it counts as a 130. But yeah, some of these guys are very, very fast. Look at that, 127.8. I mean, without we could have definitely gone into the 129s. We'd probably be pushing closer to 4th. I reckon there's at least maybe a second, maybe close to a second and a half to get off there, but we'll see. Now, let's watch the carnage at the start. Just got to remember, full simulation damage. Get out of the way, everyone. Now, are we on the inside or the outside? Actually, is the inside better here? Probably not, because we're going to have people sweeping in from the wide on the outside, not really up to speed, and probably squish us. See. Hydrate. Thank you, Iceni. Double hydrate. Just pour this over my head. I mean, if the headset wasn't on, then sure, but. Oh man, I'm going to need to pee so bad after this race. Yeah, let's not create a real Silverstone. Good God. Yeah, I mean, between the was it the F2 race that also had a halo saving incident? It's F2 or F3. Oh, it's wet. No. We're on the Inters. Okay, well, this really will be the end of it, because guaranteed people will not realise or remember the simulation damage is on and be all over the place. Right, we're on the inside. Right, as long as we don't bin it in the wall at the start, be alright. Yeah, I mean, again, yet another cause for why the Halo is such an important safety improvement in Formula 1. Great to have it. God. Dropped the gear a bit too early. Got someone coming up very quickly. Oh, yeah, knew that was going to happen. Got just the slightest clip. Didn't really go anywhere, unfortunately. People out left and right, though. Still plenty to play for. Look, Eagle 21, who had pole position. Oh, God! Oh, I've got a puncture.
Okay, we may have a slow puncture in the right rear tyre. We're seeing a pressure loss.
And floor damage. Oh, I tried to avoid that. There was a bit of front wing. I saw it just on the way out. Oh, God. This is... yeah, it's just leaning all over the place. The limp back home. Oh, just avoid the... Alpine there, trying to get off the racing line.
Rear tyre has shredded. We've lost the rear right.
Oh, good. It's come on, dude. It's actually shredded now, has it? Yeah, look, you can actually see it there. It's just hanging on. Oh God.
Okay,
Tyre
the
the car.
has shredded. The tyre
Never.
shredded. We need you into the box right away. Be careful.
Where do you think I'm
Check
trying to go?
your for a new strategy option.
Yep.
Okay, copy that.
That's a Thermotron. Probably doing a fair amount of damage to the car. Let's have a look. Yeah, there it is. Oh God.
Okay, we think the underbody's incurred some slight damage.
You
but nothing
don't
too
think?
serious at the moment.
I mean,
Just be careful.
I mean, it's basically driving on the rim. Oh. I don't think we're going to get back to the pits. Yeah, I think retiring the car was probably Yeah, I mean, at this rate, you're not wrong. Oh, it's going to cockpit tank. This will be lethal. Eighth gear with shredded underbody and rear. Yeah, it's just so easy to slide. It's the leaders. Let's try not to ruin their race. Of course, I've got no grip, so it's just spinning me round to the right all the time. I'm almost there. I'm almost to the pits. We are over a lap down now.
Blue flag.
Come on, we're on the racing line. Let's move off of it, please.
We're not racing the car behind. Let them
We're not
pass
racing
when we
anyone,
can.
Mark. Box.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
Glad you understand, Mark. This will be interesting because it's going to take over for me in a minute. That is absolutely buggered, Jeff. Bloody hell. So we can get an excellent turn in at least. Yeah, look at that. Optimal. Beautiful. Right, take your time, lads.
Perfect job.
I liked
You
how
ran
the
the
top
crew there,
stop
mate.
time
We're delighted with
finished
that.
before it released. I'm glad you're happy with it, Jeff. Well, yeah, so the good news is I'm a lap down. The bad news is... okay, we crossed the white line, but never mind. Doesn't seem to care. Oh, yeah. We are a lap down on 10th.
Okay, the underbody's taken some damage. You might start to notice it soon.
I think that's the least of my worries, to be honest, Mark. Right, well, yeah, I don't think we're going to make up any places here, but at least we'll finish. As you say, maybe we'll be the only ones. It's possible.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
They're falling like flies. Oh, don't track them, it's me. Turn in. Really do, I'm lapping myself at least. Well, getting past this guy to be able to catch up. Frost. Someone else out.
DRS now available.
Oh, moving up into positions. Excellent. The war of attrition is turning in our favour. Oh, yeah. Up into 10th, we're up into the points now. And 9th place is also DNF, so once we pass where they DNF'd on track, we'll gain a few more spots. Beautiful. Much better drive through there. So slow through here. 11 cars apparently left in. Where they all are, I don't know. Seems like there's a lot more DNFs there.
Blue flag, blue flag.
Oh, because 8th place, I need to pull away. Stop getting the blue flags. Christ, yeah, they were a long way ahead, weren't they? Lap and a half down. I'm out of blue flags at least. Are we finished? Oh, grass. Really?
I'm afraid
Only a
you've
2
been given
second
time
penalty
penalty
though.
for that last incident, mate. Yellow flag.
That's right, the car behind is only 1 minute 39 up the road. Yeah, okay, he was trying to just pick me out, which is great. What an absolute tosser! Hey, Maverick Mitchell, how you doing? Well, that was horrendous, but we survived the grind. Achievement unlocked. That's because of the races rather than the surviving the King Bob round of the day. It's a race. I mean, the Ferrari's just... What's the thing in a wet race? If you can get away... If you can get away at the start, okay, then... you're in the clear. But that was carnage of... well, the first, 5 corners? And then obviously down the Wellington Straight, isn't it? I mean, to be fair, we got unlucky with the puncture. Had we not had the right rear, we did quite well to take avoiding action and keep our front wing mostly intact and everything else. And I think even with some front wing damage there, we'd have probably been okay. We'd at least been on the same finishing lap, which would have been good. But hey ho, that's a wet race. Oh yeah. Good, you? Yeah, good. Thank you. Glad you are too. Bit hot, but surviving. Right. Let's see where the next race is. Then go racing now. We'll see what the next race is, and then we'll do a quick pit stop of our own after all that water, and we'll replenish. Be right back. Austria. Okay, yeah, all good. Right, we went ready up the sec. We'll just go and get some more water. Be right back. Oh, and there's no players left. Everybody left. Alright, we'll see if we can find. Whoop. See if we can find one more lobby. Another race or two. Whacking the green screen. No, there we are. Right. Let's try. I should have checked the settings. Never mind. It's probably. Are we damage on? Wheel. The wheel's feeling a bit hot. I think Les knows is streaming. I played in one of his open lobby streams the other day. Really good racing, actually. Everyone was pretty well behaved, which was nice. And yeah, he's a nice chap. Very quick. So I just try to keep within viewing distance. If I can at least see their cars at the end, I think I'll be quite happy. So I've done it right. 112.8. Damn, that's good. That's a good lap. Very good lap. I know he's recently, I think, put some new pedals and changes to this. Talking about getting used to it on the stream the other day. Yeah. So look, what is the lap time? Zandvoort. Fastest lap is it's a 1:11.0 by Lewis Hamilton in the W12 2021. Damn. So last year it was what? Christ. Did it rain last year? Zandvoort. Lewis's time was a 1:11.0. Second place was a 1:12.5, which was Valtteri Bottas. And then Verstappen a 1:13.2. Really pulled it out of the bag there, didn't he? Christ. Absolutely. But in fact, sorry, that's not even the qualifying time. That's the race lap time. It's a recommendation. So yeah, we'll go with that. Bloody hell. So he was miles up in that. Qualifying. Let's have a look at qualifying. Christ, yeah, so in qualifying it was even quick. It was even less. 1:8. 1:88 was the fastest, and that was Verstappen actually. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Got a ways to go then. Right. Thanks, Finn. That was a great start. Oh, collisions are plenty, but ghosting is on. Lost the place there, but that's fine. God, the banking is extreme. They've got a car on the outside. Oh! He hadn't ghosted then, unfortunately. Chip Butty 1860. Whoa! Okay, why did he just brake test me there? Ah. Okay, well he got a 2-second penalty, so...
Caution, caution.
Oh, yeah, the tyres are far too hot. Well, that was a shame. Oh, those curbs, blooming heck. We're just playing spin about now. Come on. Oh, he's obviously not having a great time as well with Chip Butty. He's on a 4-second penalty now, but we're 20 seconds behind, so that's a shame.
Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race.
Do you think I'm trying to do, Mark? Not focused, apparently. Come on. Come on. It's amazing how each of the realistic cars, or each of the base F1 cars, plus the My Team car, your custom car, how they feel different to drive. This Alpine feels quite floaty at the front end compared to some of the other cars. I don't know if it's just a placebo type effect where it's not actually real and they all handle exactly the same, or not, but it certainly feels looser at the front, shall I say. I mean, maybe that's more to do with how it's set up for this track, but it's certainly more noticeable, at least anyway, even if it's on a per track basis, regardless of the car model. It's more noticeable here than in F1 2021. I was reaching
Okay,
for a
PR
ninth gear
rating
then.
now available.
There ain't no ninth gear.
Yellow flag.
DNF in front of us.
Green flag.
We're off the curbs. Curbs are lethal here. They've gone for the we'll slow you down and wreck your car approach here, Zandvoort, with their curbs, that's for sure. Oh, someone stopped on this corner. See, it says take that corner on the racing line, which I know is not necessarily the actual racing line that you should take through there, but just the vibrations going through it on the feedback up and all that. Oh, someone's pulled off to the side. Almost. Those yellow flags were for there. Last race
Okay,
run, that's fine. We need a
final lap,
Monaco
final
race.
lap of the race.
Not today. I want to bed to go and sleep happily tonight without haunting memories of Monaco. Soon, TM. Christ, we were a whole lap behind. Well, that's surprising. We'll just spin out. Let off anywhere near as much there. Oh.
Okay, clear.
Right, well, despite some first lap carnage, we made it to the end. I mean, D&D has ended. I'll race Monaco. Really, BR? No one wants to do that. Let's choose another track. Let's go somewhere nice. Oh, yeah, my career in the real team is very... Yeah. I mean, I'll happily do a race. Yeah, if you're about and want to do one. I mean, I probably will just do like one more race, to be fair. Unfortunately, I'm going to get up early in the morning to catch a train. But we definitely need to do some more races soon, for sure. Yeah, don't worry. I'll do one more in this lobby, and then I think I'll then call it quits for tonight. It's a bit too hot. I need to go and have a lie down, cold shower, then lie down. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we need to do some more Grand Prix. Have some fun. In fact, I think it's a rest weekend, isn't it? This weekend for F1. It's Jean-Luc Picard Park. Jean-Luc Picard. It's not the Jean-Luc Picard circuit in France, is it? Ricard. That's what it is. Picard. Why am I thinking of Star Trek? Who knows? It's the Paul Ricard circuit in France, but that's in a week. In a week and a bit's time. So yeah, perhaps this weekend we can do some. That'd be good. I think people need sleep as Millie is watching that fire. Is your train running? You better go to sleep early and go catch it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's on the run. Right, let's go and just check the settings. Realistic car damage is off. Okay, cool. Jason collisions is fine. Oh, USA, not my favourite track, but never mind. Who was it that pumped us off last race? They're gone. Looks like it. Well, hunted off brake checklist. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to go for a run for the train. No, I won't. No, fortunately, bit of a long old train. It's about just shy of 2 hours, I think it'll be tomorrow. But fortunately, I've only got one change to do, which is good. So I can sit and relax and wake up first thing, and then I can do a little bit of work before I get in, set myself up for the day. Should be good. see what we can do here in the USA. I don't think it's going to be quick, but perhaps we can have some good battles in the race as we try and come through a bit. Flying Omelets has left the session. Oh. Been ages since I've had an omelette. Before I say that, I'd better set my alarm in for the morning. Then grab the steering wheel because we're going racing. A bit too early there at the top, and therefore, as I turned in, wasn't carrying quite enough speed. Game froze. Well, that's sod's law. At least it didn't crash, actually. Or the sun, Jeff. Or Mark. Whoever you are. I need my sunshades. My sunglasses. Bloody horrible, actually. Very low. They're very forgiving on that. Second to last corner. Okay, I don't know how I've managed fifth out there. Must be loads of people who've got track limits, but hey ho. Luckily, I can't say anything about the wrong side of the steering wheel because this one's in the middle. Exactly. Christ, what did we get? A 140, blue and egg. Still, with that, okay, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm going to be 4 seconds quicker to kind of catch up to the leaders, but probably take off 2 seconds for the lag, random lag, and have to go cut across the grass. Oh, fifth, no, that's fine. Right, let's see if we can get a decent launch and then make it up to turn 1 unscathed and go for it from there. But yeah, unfortunate for the chunk below. I wonder if it was just track limits or I should have had a look. Hey ho. I'd forgotten that I'd left my wheel plugged in via its USB cable the other day, and I'd taken it off my desk and put it on the floor, and I turned my computer on, and of course, as it turns on and gains the USB connection, it started doing its wheel spin up and turns all the way to the right, all the way to the left, and yeah, was all over the place. It was rolling around my carpet in my room with some Chaser steering wheel across the floor. Great fun. Right, let's finish setting me alarms for tomorrow before I forget. Right, was it? Okay. Well, not beautiful. It's early. Not too early though. Oh, okay, we're on the outside. At least we're on the outside. We need to get a good launch, try and make it away from the pack behind us, and yeah, try and hold out for a be taken out from anyone behind going into the back of us, but we'll see. Party's not dead yet. sadly, out goes the racing. Racing goes well, Dean. It's been good fun, despite some crashes. Okay, not a bad start. Apart from people piling in behind us. Stay ghosted, please. Oh, okay, it's oh god, everyone's going. They ghosted. Okay, we've lost one position so far, so not too bad.
That start was okay. Now stay alert.
Somebody coming down our inside wearing the Red Bull. Okay, probably kept that ahead now. Watch out for this corner though, it could come barreling. Someone spun on that corner. Oh, someone's hit Les and he's gone round. Someone going up our inside. Oh! Yeah, I mean, we were never both making the corner, but... Yeah, this is why I quite like playing in lobbies which do have some damage on, because at least then there's a bit more consequence to just going into the back of someone or ramming someone off the road.
Green flag.
Really good start off of that corner. Locking up again there. Wide there. I think if we're patient, he might make a mistake for us to come through on. Oh,
Nice move. Good job.
didn't think he was going to go, so I lifted off and then I put my foot down a bit too hard on the throttle coming back on. Never mind.
Caution, caution. Someone's
It's a
come
shame
off
because
ahead
we
of you
were
with a yellow
up
flag
into a
ahead.
nice position there. See? Oh, a little bit too much throttle with the RS. That's fine. Right, got a good gap behind. Be nice to try and catch up with this pack a little bit. They're all still together and it's 3 ghosted cars. There should be 3 easy positions really. A little wide there, don't too much throttle down there. Oh, there's a load of them off. Somebody, I don't know, stopping on track. I don't know if he was trying to brake check or not.
Okay, the incident's been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed. Come on.
Brought us up to 11. One outside the points. I think this guy behind us is probably going to take position. A little deep in that corner, annoyingly. Fine. Probably catch up to these three ghosting cars ahead. Ah! No. Okay. Outside curve at the top of turn 1. Right, this guy in front does have a 2-second penalty, so we can close the gap down a little bit. Might be in with at least jumping one more spot. Seems to be pretty fast way out the corners there. Oh, it's very wide. Yeah, lost them there.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
Stay away from that outside curve. Whoa.
Green flag.
Not even that, it's put my foot down too early on. As I come around the corner, I'm still rotating the car a bit too much. To be fair, I think the track here at Austin, Texas is better this year. It's not one of my favourites.
Caution.
But it feels like it plays better, at least on this year's game, compared to F1 2022. Noticing lots of little differences between the tracks this year, which is nice. Nice to see it. And again, that it feels different, handles different in the cars. Oh dear. More than this in chat, D&D chat. Only party members did Millie try and kill for loot? All of them? She is upset that the rhino she summoned was killed. Ah. Are there any changes in the game compared to last year's game? So mainly from so there's a couple of track layout changes. In terms of like modes, I think all the game modes have stayed the same in terms of what you can and can't do. There's still local split screen play, which they brought in last year, I believe. Co-op no co-op my team rather, which is a bit disappointing, but you can do co-op. Career mode across any of the 10 teams there. and you can and then you've got all the online racing the same as last year in terms of the weekly events. It's a bit of a shame they've dropped like the Breaking Point story, the little mini story they did last year, which was quite good. Not entirely sure why they didn't do it, or whether it was just a timing thing, or whether or not they just didn't feel like there was enough desire for it. But because I really enjoyed it last year. It was nice. It was nice to have a little bit of. It was nice to have that story element to it, and where you were racing for, say, the last 10, 20 laps or 10, 15 laps of a Grand Prix, for example, or dropping in at the beginning, and then something would happen, and you kind of have a good blend of story and narrative behind it, which was nice. You know, all very kind of, I guess, predictable in terms of what it was trying to achieve. But it was just something nice. It would be nice if they maybe brought those characters back or did something more. I think they've hinted that they might do it next year. Again, it was kind of to see this being the first year that EA kind of taken over, or had some kind of influence in the game, I guess, since obviously buying out Codemasters. I mean, it's still very much a Codemasters game. But yeah, I mean, and there are changes to the handling model and things like that. The AI is again better. They're more aggressive. They'll fight you through the corners a lot more. They'll make more mistakes as well, actually, which is quite interesting to see. Feels more natural as well. Be racing along, and they'll make a mistake coming out of a corner, and have problems there, or they'll have failures happen on their car. In fact, yeah, it was the Austrian Grand Prix that I played the other day. One of the cars that was coming up on ahead of me, that was in a train of cars, I got a call over my radio to say that their DRS had failed, so they wouldn't have DRS. Yeah, it's interesting. Better AI damage. I mean, yeah. To be fair, a lot of people have said this year that they've had to drop their AI difficulty down to start with because they are more aggressive. They're also a bit faster. I think they've also changed what the drop off between the lap times are, which is good. I think in terms of not making it so much of a gap. I saw one YouTuber who was kind of trying to test it out, whereas in like last year's game he'd be able to put it on like 0% difficulty and lap the whole field. This year he was struggling to get catch back up to them, being a lap down and things like that, or doing like a lap down challenge and things. So it's interesting to see how it how it all plays out, which is good. But I think overall it's there's good improvements there, and hopefully again next year we'll see something a bit more concrete in terms of either game modes or options and things like that. But yeah, we'll have to kind of wait and see. There's the whole like F1 life aspect, but it's just it's a bit gimmicky, I think. But it's sort of nice, but it's just like the whole online space to have your little bit of your fancy apartment as an F1 driver and your show cars and things, which I don't know. I mean, it's something for people to spend in-game currency on, isn't it? So, yeah, is what it is. But right, we will call it there. We will, we'll end things there because I need to sort myself out for bed and cool down a bit. But thanks everybody for tuning on in. I hope you've all enjoyed. I don't know why the camera is struggling with the green screen filter so much. Let's just. There you go. That's better. Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning on in. I hope you've enjoyed. Sorry it wasn't Tiny Tina's this evening. We had kind of some last minute back and forth on plans and various bits and pieces. So we'll endeavour to do some Tiny Tina's next week, which will be good, and go from there really. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. I think we're still on for some more Grounded this afternoon. All bearing well. This afternoon, Friday afternoon, evening. We'll see how we go there. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll go raid Les Knows because we were in their lobby previously, and say thanks for the races. But yeah, hopefully you'll have a good week. Hope you avoid the heat wherever you are as best you can. And yeah, thanks for tuning on in, and we'll hopefully catch you again soon. And it's 7 Days to Die. Yeah, 7 Days to Die this Sunday for community games as well. So be sure to come back for that. All right, peeps. Ciao for now.
Amazing.